Good morning and welcome to the Erskine Community Garden. If you haven't been here before, the Community Garden is a place that was set up in July 2018 and it's looked after by volunteers. It's within Barwood Park in Erskine, in the same place where the Darragh pitches are and where the Erskine Youth Football Club is based as well. So I just thought we'd do another wee video this morning. We said that we would do our best to try and do things during this lockdown to keep you kind of, I don't know, entertained maybe. So we thought, while we're at the garden, one of us or a couple of us would just post a wee video. So this is Heather here today. We got a delivery of salt for doing some of the paths around the town, which we've got a volunteer, Craig, over at Lingburn, who is doing from Lingburn over to Bergarin Shops and Parkmains High School. Get another couple of volunteers covering like the St Anne's bar sale, the Monument, Mains Drive, Shots kind of pathways that lead around the town. We've got 3 grit spreaders. We think we're getting a 4th, but we'll wait and see on that. It's easier for us because maybe we perhaps know better what paths are most used, so we can get them done a wee bit quicker. Might not always be possible for us to get them done great because we're not experts, but we'll do our best if it helps the town. So this is the garden. This is part of the garden. The garden, I'll just give you a wee span around. So here's one of our new grit spreaders. Still trying to work out how that one works. It's a bit odd. So the garden expands all the way over the hill of where those trees are to the other side. There's a path that runs up there. You might be able to see from here, kind of beyond Barney the bin, we have our container, which was painted by Be More Sketchy, who is a local artist. And then we span around and we have various trees and benches. That little bench there, child size one, and this one over here, I don't know if you can see it, but that one right there, were made for us by the unpaid work team to replace 2 that had vanished. So we'll take a wee quick walk. As some of you know, I always forget to put on things like gloves, jackets, hats. So it's a wee bit snow covered, but this is a little flower bed that's dedicated to Erskine Hospital, which is just across the way from us a wee bit. The veterans that live in the cottages there had donated a lot of trees and plants, so we made a wee flower bed there, which we use for remembrance. And there's another few dotted about as well that came from them. This is also the Erskine boat. It's called the Daisy Lucy, in memory of a very popular resident veteran at Erskine, who sadly is no longer with us. He struck up a friendship with a local girl called Lucy. So the Daisy part comes from the veteran's dad had a boat called Daisy, and Lucy is obviously the name of the girl that he befriended. They got to know each other through Erskine Community Nursery, which pre-COVID was having nursery classes in Erskine Home with some of the residents joining in. A little bit like that programme I think that was on Channel 4. And it worked really, really well for everyone. This is one of the wee benches. It's a bit snow covered, but it is painted really nicely. And then you have the little other one over there, and we have 2 that were donated by Beaton Brothers. It's a little train planter that we were given as well. This path, nobody knew that this path, well, it's a kind of, you can see it, nobody knew that was here until we actually cut back about 40 years of growth and found the path. So this here is a raised bed which was donated by Bravehound, another veterans charity that provides service dogs. So we use this for planting things that young people or anyone really can see how things grow. We've planted in the past lettuce, carrots, sweet peas, lavender. It's kind of like a mini sensory thing, which works out really well. That there is our mud kitchen, which was given to us and various other groups and communities by Erskine Council, which was the brainchild of Gail Schooler, who is a fantastic person. Another picnic bench that was donated to us. Now this here might look a bit messy, but that is our trial wildflower bed, which has been fantastic. We've also managed to harvest some of the seeds from it. We were given permission as well by the council to trial a wildflower verge down at Kilpatrick Drive at the waterfront of Erskine. So we did plant or sow some seeds after cutting it back and everything. So we're hoping it's gonna take time, and we hope people will be patient, but it does take time. So this is our fairy village. We've got various different fairy houses, which the fairies obviously use, but obviously they keep themselves hidden very well. This expands every year. We get other or more fairy houses arriving. Obviously the fairies like living here. So we're going to go over here. This is a quieter bit of the garden, which we've not done a huge amount with, but we do have plans, and we have a mini vegetable patch over there, in which we are going to expand, and it's a community veg patch that when things grow, or when they're ready to harvest, there's the words, they can go out to the community. People can just come over and do a little bit of weeding or just sorting things out, thinning the plants out, and then when it's time for everything to be dug up or whatever, people can come down and help and also take some away. And we make sure that it's done fairly, so that anyone and everyone can benefit from it, and we'd like to expand it. This here is our labyrinth, which is a work in progress. This was one of the things that when we asked the community before we started the garden what they would like, there was quite a few people liked the idea of a labyrinth. So we were perfectly happy to do the work ourselves. However, we got a really lovely offer from Spencer Group, who are doing work locally at Erskine Bridge, and they offered to do it. Unfortunately COVID got in the way, but I mean it's great to see that it's actually been started, and you know, this coming year or so, depending on how things pan out, this will be ready for community use, which we're really looking forward to. It's bigger than we'd originally planned, but the Spencer Group have been fantastic in wanting to make it something special, which we think it will be, as I said, a real benefit to everyone in our community. And just something else, we've had a lot of plants and things given to us over the last 2 years by Calders, which has been great, and also the Erskine Rotary have been hugely supportive of the garden. They donated and planted 8 fruit trees, which are from scottishfruittrees.com. There's various ones: pear, quince, dessert apple, cooking apple, crab apple. I think there's plum as well. There's a few different ones. They've also planted a lot of crocuses, purple crocuses, and we're hoping that at some point this year they will be creating and developing a raised planter, because they have been that helpful in the garden and around the community as well. Anyway, I hope that gives you a wee bit of an overview of the garden, and I hope that we will see you here soon. Bye for now.